It started with a story someone shared with me, swearing it was true. And after I heard it, I couldn't sleep for days, so I'm passing it on to you. But first, welcome back. And if you're into stories that crawl under your skin and make you second-guess the shadows in your room, you're in the right place. Before we dive in, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and tap like if you love creepy stories. And hey, if you've ever gotten a weird call or message that didn't make sense, tell me in the comments. I read every single one. Now, let me tell you what happens when you answer a phone that was never meant to ring again. Chapter 1. The phone. It began in a quiet neighborhood. A 13-year-old girl named Emma was helping her grandmother clean out the attic. Among dusty boxes and forgotten memories, she found it. An old rotary phone. Heavy, frayed wires, a twisted cord like a sleeping snake. She didn't know why, but it called to her. Out of curiosity, she plugged it in. Nothing happened. No dial tone, no sound. But that night, it rang. Startled, Emma picked it up. On the other end, silence, then static, then a whisper that sent a chill down her spine. "Why did you wake me up?" She dropped the phone instantly. Her heart was racing. She unplugged it, convinced it was some weird interference. A prank, maybe. Her imagination, even. But the next night, it rang again. Chapter 2. The whispers. The calls didn't stop. Each time the voice on the other end became more curious and more aware. "Do you know what happened here?" it asked one night. "Can you see me now?" it asked the next. Whispers filled the air around her every time she answered. Shadows clung to corners, lights dimmed and flickered. Her dog, normally calm, began growling at the phone. Emma told her best friend Jake. He laughed it off, thought she was messing with him. But that changed when he stayed over and heard it himself. At exactly 3:07 a.m., the phone rang. Jake answered, and the voice said his name. He turned pale. His hands shook. There was no more room for denial. They needed to know where the phone came from. Chapter 3. The missing girl. They went digging, through records, news clippings, anything they could find. And that's when they discovered her. A girl named Lily. She had lived in that very house 40 years ago, and one night during a phone call she vanished. Witnesses said she was heard screaming into the receiver. Then nothing. The line went dead, and so did the trail. Emma and Jake found an old photo of Lily. She looked exactly like Emma. It wasn't just eerie, it felt connected. Emma's grandmother, when confronted, finally confessed. Lily was Emma's great-aunt. The family had buried the story, said the phone was cursed. That's why it was hidden. But now it had been answered, and the spirit was awake. Still with me? You're braver than most. What do you think so far? Is this just a haunted phone? Or is something else reaching through the wires? If you're enjoying the story, hit that subscribe and drop a comment. I want to know what you would do if this happened to you. Let's keep going. Chapter 4. The rules of the phone. One night the spirit spoke clearly. It had rules. If the phone rings, you must answer. After midnight, never unplug it. No one else can answer in your place. And worst of all, never say the words, "I believe you." Emma didn't mean to break that last rule, but she did, and everything changed. Her room grew colder. The mirror showed things that weren't there, like Lily's reflection standing behind her. But when she turned around, the room was empty. Jake, desperate to help, recorded one of the calls. When they played it back, the voice wasn't alone. There were footsteps, weeping, a scream that didn't belong to this world. Emma wasn't just being haunted, she was being watched. Chapter 5. Into the static. Then, the longest ring yet. Emma answered, and everything went black. When she woke up, she wasn't in her bedroom. She was in Lily's, but not just her room, her time. She saw Lily hiding. A tall, faceless figure crept through the house. Emma realized the truth. Lily hadn't vanished into thin air. Something had come through the phone and taken her. Lily looked at Emma with wide, terrified eyes and whispered just 3 words. "It wants to trade." Emma awoke, screaming. The next night, the phone rang again. And this time, Jake answered. Then, he was gone. Chapter 6. The Final Call. Emma had enough. She left a note, set up cameras, prepared for whatever would come next. When the phone rang, she picked it up and whispered, "Take me instead." There was static, screaming, then silence. She woke up in the attic, alone. The phone was gone, and Jake was there, alive, safe. The haunting had stopped. Where the phone once sat, there was now a mirror. In it, Emma saw Lily, smiling for the first time. And then, she faded. They say curiosity killed the cat. But sometimes, curiosity opens a door to something that's been waiting. So if you ever find an old phone in your attic, maybe don't answer it, just walk away. Thanks for watching, brave soul. If this story gave you chills, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share it with someone who loves a good scare. And don't forget to subscribe, because the next story might be about you.